Well, it's got a really stupid name. Let's just get out of the way first.
Well, they all do. They've all got stupid names.
No, there was somebody, I don't know who, but this person like really went and just spent hours just thinking which film suits which title better, and it honestly makes so much sense. Like Revenge of the
Yeah.
Sith should be Attack of the Clones because that's what they do.
Is it that one? I don't know. It's a different. I do know which one you're talking about. I just can't remember in which order. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't think it encompasses the sequels, which amounts to most things, I suppose.
Oh well, it does the sequels as well. I mean,
Oh,
he's done
joy.
every single film. Yeah, because like as I say, he did instead of Attack of the Clones being Attack of the Clones, it's Revenge of the Sith is now Attack of the Clones because the clones attack all the Jedi. So it kind of makes sense, really.
Hmm.
But yeah, anyway. So as I mentioned, I just for some reason I still don't know why. I just decided, hell, I want to watch a Star Wars film. But I was just really wanting to watch the prequel. I don't know, maybe we'll find out next week on my thoughts on the second prequel. But The Phantom Menace, 1999, I believe. That when it was
Yes.
released? Yeah, I did good, remembering that off the top of my head. So you've got Anakin Skywalker, a young slave living on the desert-like planet of Tatooine, to be discovered by two Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi and his master, Qui-Gon Jinn. And it turns out that Anakin is strong with the Force, unaware that the mythical and evil Sith have returned to plot their revenge against the Jedi. Ooh. Okay, off the bat, this is a hell of a lot worse than I remember.
Oh, okay.
It looks absolutely horrendous. It is just one of those films that really has not aged well, and its visuals in particular. Like that first shot when you get the ship going in the hangar and there's just a bunch of CGI vulture droids that look as if they were made by like a 3-year-old. Yeah, they just look like they're made out of clay rather than metal, personally. So it's a clay droid. Well, I think the first question to really ask when it comes to this film is, did we really need this? No. Definitely not. I don't know if it's the same with the other two films, but this is just probably one of the slowest films to ever watch. Like, it just trudges along so slowly. And everybody looks so bored of their lives. Like, there's no facial expression other than... Like, there's no smiling, no nothing. It's just this sort of, like... This straight, emotionless face. Yeah, like, you could say, like, happy birthday, and they'd be like, thanks.
Thank you. Which, in fairness, is usually how I respond to that. So I'm clearly directed by George Lucas as well. Every single day of my life.
Clearly, yeah, as I say, the visuals just have not aged well at all. There's a lot of backdrops, which I really don't remember. I think you've got, like, when the Separatist leaders land on Naboo, and it is very, very clearly, like, a backdrop with these two actors going in front. It looks horrendous. Oh, God. I mean, it's... I don't know. I mean, as a kid, I really liked this. I think any kid did. Because it's just mindless. But I think looking at it now, it's way too political for, like, a kid to understand. I think they're just more interested in what, like, lightsabers going thwath, 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 blasters going pew, 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 than anything else, really. But it is just way too political. Like, what, like, 3-year-old kid is going to understand, like, Trade Federation laws? Like...
What are you talking about, Dan? Every single ounce of my knowledge about politics and government all stems
from the Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. Might as well have done if you've seen like the modern version of that for us.
Put that on your CV. I've got a great knowledge of Trade Federation laws thanks to the Phantom Menace.
That's how Rishi Sunak got in. Political.
speaking of those emotionless expressions, every single character is just wasted here. Like, there is absolutely no development whatsoever. They are just cardboard.
Oh, so you don't mean they're wasted as in they're all drunk?
It would be a hell of a lot more interesting if they were, in all honesty.
I think it would have been as well.
Because again, they're just trudging along at this snail pace-like plot. It's just, it gets very boring very fast, I think is what I'm trying to get at. And, as a kid, I really liked Jar Jar Binks because he was silly. I hate him now. Reagan, I can't honestly express the hatred I have for this character. Like, honestly, I could well and truly turn to the dark side because of that floppy-eared douche.
I mean, he's been called way worse over the last 25 years. Which,
like,
yeah,
he is
say that.
quite honestly like the Forrest Gump version of a Star Wars character.
Well, that's good, because I don't like Forrest Gump.
Yeah, neither do I. So, like, what does he do apart from being exceedingly annoying? Because there's nothing
Creates
else.
70,000 memes and all of a sudden a Lego Star Wars spin-off thing on Disney Plus where it's just going to be Darth Jar Jar. I'm like, you guys are actually doing that? Jesus wept. You're actually going into the 25-year-old meme. My God.
Maybe he just should have got run down by that droid carrier and none of this mess would have happened.
We all kind of wish that, to be honest.
We all
it's like a nice
secretly
what-if
wish.
scenario.
Well, the only highlight, and this is just me here, maybe some other people too, the only highlight of this film is the Duel of Fates. That is it for me. When you see Darth Maul and then the dual-ended lightsaber, it's like, whoa, that's so cool. But all that build-up for what? It lasts about 5 minutes. It's not really that much of a fight, really. It's just some laser walls, Qui-Gon Jinn praying, and then stab, and cut in half, and then tumble down a big crater, and that's it. Like, really wasn't a lot of payoff there, like, at all. But what really, really irks me, and, maybe this is me just being a bit nitpicky here.
Oh, I really hope it is.
Because I need to collect my thoughts.
Ooh, excellent.
Why is Anakin the chosen one?
Because George says so.
Because George said so. Like,
there's so much of these films.
The little blue alien kid probably deserved more than Anakin. Anakin's a little shit in this. He's such a little stroppy toddler. My name's Anakin, and I'm a boy. So, soz.
I mean, bar the glasses, the accent, and the performance, the richness of your vocals.
The richness.
It's all there. It's all there.
But I hate it so much. Like, the dialogue between Padme and Anakin is just so awful. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I've never, been here before. Well, aren't you just really stuck up, Padme? God. It's neither wonder the relationship was rocky as out, if that's how you meet.
Oh.
But no, this was... If this is what I thought of the Phantom Menace, I honestly dread to think what I'm going to think of Attack of the Clones, let alone Revenge of the Sith. I'm scared, in all honesty.
I'm less scared only because I was tempted to do Phantom Menace for this, but because I saw 28 Days Later, which I'll get to in a second, I did see Phantom Menace in cinemas, and I've always been borderline an apologist for Phantom Menace, at least of the three, which is weird, because I've got more nostalgia for Revenge
I'm
of the
a bit
Sith.
of an apologist. Like, I'm just sorry to myself that I subjected myself to it. Again.
But I think for me, there's a lot of issues that are in the Phantom Menace that continue on to the other two So
Oh,
I can't
yes.
really single out this movie for it. I think, yeah, the dialogue is absolutely atrocious, but it's not the romantic crap in Attack of the Clones, and it's not the complete failure of Anakin to Darth Vader in Revenge of the Sith. This also has the pod race, which is brilliant. Like, I still maintain it's one of the best sequences in the entire franchise. I really love it, and given the faces that Dan's making, which makes him look a little bit like a really confused fish, I'm not quite sure if this is him in agreement or disagreement.
Yeah, I don't like the pod race because it's just a massive CGI. Like, yeah, what are you meant to do?
Jesus, I'm really sorry.
You
You
can't
know
really
what?
do it practically. Well, you probably could.
I was
actually,
about to say,
some
I mean,
extent.
I'm not expecting Christopher Nolan to rock up saying, I actually did the pod race.
But, you know, the
all in
funniest
live
part
action."
of that is when the poor, like, I don't even know what type of species of alien he is, but, you know, like, he's in his pod and then he just
Exactly.
blows up.
I love how
That's
we're both
the
thinking
funniest
of the
part.
exact same one, and I can't remember his name. I don't remember anyone's
Poor
name.
guy. Yeah, it just feels like such a letdown from childhood. I mean, yeah, I wasn't exactly the brightest child, but, you know, as I've got older, I've just realised, you know, we really didn't need these prequels.